On October 3rd through October 5th, the entire debate world comes together for 3 nights, 1 platform, 1 spectacle. This is not just another debate event. This is the grandest stage of them all. Debate Mania is the premier event in the debate community, the Super Bowl of intellect, the WrestleMania of words. The brightest minds, the fiercest rivalries, the biggest stakes. Here, champions are made, legacies are written, and only the sharpest minds survive. Debate Mania is the grandest stage of intellect. 2 voices, 2 visions, 1 destiny. For generations, the fight for black liberation has taken many forms. But at Debate Mania, the battle is not fought with fists. It is fought with ideas. In one corner, the pseudo-Hunter Heru conscious, a fearless atheist, a relentless skeptic. He believes Pan-Africanism is an outdated ideology. And at Debate Mania, she plans to prove it. But standing in his way is the champion, the defender of the people, the voice of pride, power, and Pan-African unity. Super Pan-Man, the Pan-African atheist. 2 giants of thought, 2 unstoppable forces. 1 collision that will shake the foundations of the Versus series. This is more than a debate. This is the main event. This is Debate Mania. Only on Paradigm Shift TV 314. Be there for this historic 3-night event.
Yeah, what my man, hey, yo, what Jay say? What Jay say on the joint after the applause? Thank you, you far too kind. Right? You here, we
Yeah.
back with another debate center. We here, it's your brother Culture, Culture's Corner. We here with my brother, my good brother right here, a brother who is I feel like his performances on the channel and his appearances in the back chat speak for themselves. With my brother Henry right here. What you call yourself? Himron?
Yeah, yeah, that's my little Facebook name. Him run Jewel Santana, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I be wearing pink a lot, drip set. But now, when it comes to this debate, and I'm Himmy the Barbarian. You dig what I'm saying? Here to put it down. Yeah, Himmy the Barbarian, the biblical barbarian, you know what I'm saying? As DMG would say. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I named this show this name for a reason. Now, I'm not myself familiar with the group. I think I was in it for a little bit, but I really didn't understand barbarian. So when I hear all this talk, this barbarian talk, damn, who is this? Are these group of gorillas in the mist everybody keep talking about? Right? I
Yeah.
keep hearing barbarian this, barbarian that. So I say, you know what? My man's called me. My brother called me, right? And
Mhm,
argue with this nigga every day. I'm
mhm.
sorry, every other day. Craig, classic Craig. My nigga called me, right? And in between the argument, yo, you gotta get busy, yo. You gotta go in the cave. You gotta go in the den. I said, what you mean about the den? He said, yo, you gotta get down. You gotta get in the mud. You gotta get with the barbarian. So your boy is here, right? Your boy is here. We got one in the building, and we got a big event coming up on Sunday night, right?
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all tune in on Sunday. It's gonna be a body, you know what I'm saying? The big event. That's gonna be the opening round to the Versus Series social media championship. You know what I'm saying? I got my opponent Quinn.
That's
Yeah.
ill. That's ill. This is
Yeah.
and I feel like these two people going against each other. It don't get no better than this for the first matchup to kick off the series, right? It's not like you know how. All right, so you know how when you watch basketball, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how when you watching the playoffs, right? on East and West, it be it
Uh-huh.
be it's that one series that really don't nobody care about type shit that go on, and you like, dang, we gotta watch this shit because we gotta watch to see who get past to the next round, who they, who Brian them gonna play in the next round or something like that. And in this case, this isn't one of those matches. I don't feel like either match. I don't feel like we getting that week, like playoff, like, nah, we gotta sit through this to see the next round. I don't feel like we getting that in either round, right? I feel like y'all's matchup, you and Quinn, is gonna be great. And the brothers KOT and Michael Everett are gonna be great. Whom we're gonna see a little later. But I want to get into your debater profile, because we're here for the barbarian. We here for the barbaric brother who beats his chest, right? We here for the brother Himmy, right? So we gonna dig right into it, Himmy. I got a few questions I want to go down. And this is like, for me, I feel like this is like when I'm talking to Tank before Tank became Tank, right? That's how I feel about him. Before Tank became Tank, when he was in the gym hitting the speed bag,
Mhm.
you feel me? And,
Mhm.
and the 30 for 30
Yeah.
came in. What for Floyd though? They walked past Tank and hit Floyd, and now this time they turning around to talk to Tank, and this is that time. So I got a question for you, right? So I want to kick this off by you, as much as you want to share, or how can I say? I guess in the context of this series, let the audience know just a little bit about yourself, whatever you willing to share. Let us know who is Himron, Himmy, Jewels, multi-colorful. You feel me? Let us know. Let the people know, man.
Nah, yeah. So I am Himmy the Barbarian. You know what I'm saying? I am a debater. You know what I'm saying? An artist. You know what I'm saying? A Christian. And at the end of the day, like I only really do this, man, because I'm trying to present truth. You know what I'm saying? So I have discussions surrounding things that are considered to be true, whether in academia, spirituality, you know what I'm saying, textual literacy. And so my object is to just provide the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's really why I even got into debating. Like, for real, it's just to structure my everyday where I live. And have these talks almost every day, you know what I'm saying, arguing in the back chat, arguing in real life, discussions, whatever. So, why not actually do it in a structured setting to where I can actually get my point across, you know what I'm saying, then see if the person who is opposed in my positions hold up, you know what I'm saying, when it's viewed in a structured setting. So that's really why I
Understood.
do it. That's
So,
just a little about me.
so I love that. So what I'm hearing, you like you enjoy the sport. So you kind of led me into my next question already, and I had to stop myself. I was about to jump the gun and ask you my next question, but you kind of led me into my next one, right? Um, and you mentioned, like, for you mentioned truth, and I feel like everybody can relate in some capacity to that journey to seek truth, because as human beings, right? And His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie says it. Um, study and examine all, choose and follow the good, right? So I feel like we all have kind of uh, uh, a similar path, especially in this community, in attempting to find the truth, whether it be a legitimate truth, a tangible truth, or a spiritual truth for yourself, right? And I tend to find that um in the community, I feel like that gets muddled sometimes in competition, because competition in its essence is an individualistic type of thing, meant to bring out the best of a particular person, or culminate in the best of everyone competing as opposed to one particular person. So
Mhm.
with that, moving on, cutting myself off, not talking too much. With that, you kind of let us know, but I want you to get even more pointed. Why do you debate?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I debate because I'm trying to bring truth, man. Simply, it ain't about no championships. It ain't about no record. It ain't about nothing. All that's just ego on top of it, man. But really, it's just to get my position out there, get my worldview, my truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's really why I
So let
debate
me
on
push
the
back
court.
a little bit. Let me push back a little bit.
Hmm.
So um if I go to the store, right? If a man, right, I got shit at the crib, right? You got food at the crib. But sometimes when you got food at the crib, uh you want to go out to eat like me, pushing this back, dropping the link 10 minutes later. I was literally sitting at the restaurant across the street outside trying to knock back that last cocktail I had before I slid up on the live, right? So when you, how can I say, trying to, so I can't, you know what? Let's move on to the next question. I can't put that thought together. We gonna come back to that at the end.
How
We
you
gonna
get
come back.
stumbled,
Listen,
man?
we go come back to that in the end. No, because I don't want to ask you a probing question that accidentally lets out something. And what I was about to ask, I feel like would have been probably a little. It would have broached potentially your premise, what I was going to end in, because of what this next question comes up to be. And this next
Yeah.
question is, tell us about your college experience. And did your personal experience shape um well, let's walk that back before I ask that part, right? Just tell us about your college experience. Did you go to college? Did you not go to college?
No, I have some college experience, man. I don't have no degree, but college wasn't really my goal. I had went to the military, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of my path, my journey. But I do have, like I said, some college. Um, Initially when I started going to college, I was trying to go. I was in Albany. You know what I'm saying? I was going to Albany State University. I was
You was
trying
in
to go.
Albany, Georgia?
Yes, sir. Albany, Georgia.
Okay, okay.
Albany,
Okay.
Georgia. Albany, Georgia. Yeah, so I was going and I was studying criminal justice because I was trying to get into working in like uh probation and stuff like that, working with the youth, similar to like something that I'm doing now without the degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I had initially got, but I don't have a bad college experience, a great college experience, nothing, because that wasn't my main thing. You know what I'm saying? I had already got achieved a lot of stuff through my military career. You know what I'm saying? And was
So
able to land jobs and things like that. So it don't have anything to do with it don't shape my position on this topic at all. You know what I'm saying?
understood, understood. And that actually answers my next question. I was going to say, did your personal experience shape your response? So that answers the next question perfectly. But I'll say, I feel that I I went to didn't completely finish as much as I would have wanted to at the same time. But what I've learned in my life is who you know, and it's really what you're capable of. In a position to get you in positions indoors in life. Sometimes a degree is nice, but I've always been the one that feel like just put me in front of them folk when it comes to a job, right? Just put me in front of them folks. Let me talk to them folks. Let me get in the interview room, and then we see from that. What's on paper is what's on paper. But when I get into the interview room, then them folks' mind change because they don't even care. They're not doing the credential checks that people think they're doing. So to the audience, if you looking and you got something that is keeping you from applying to a job because you see some type of collegiate requirement, apply, bro. They're not checking. They're not checking if you actually graduated from that university. Um, I'm not trying to tell nobody to do something they should be doing, but that's what it
Mm.
is. And I want to take a real break because you answered that second question for me already in your response. I want to shout out to the chat. I want to shout out to Darian. I want to shout out to with Elevation Up Me. I'm sorry, my brother Cannon with Elevation Up Media. I see the nerdy brew here saying you killing it, Himmy. You know, I see the bar reloaded. I see the Coliseum of Arguments. That's A1. What's up to bro? I see who else up in here? I see my brother Michael Everett. You feel me? I see Tiffany. That's my big cousin that I don't really know like that. That's my light skinned big cousin. I don't really know like that. Tiffany.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, for sure. So we got a good crowd. We got our folks in the building. And you know it's always love when you got your people in the building, right? So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. We're gonna go on to the next question. I'm got a couple back to back, not trying to keep you too long. So the next question. If you could sum up your preparation for this debate, and I won't say one word, but if you could, I guess, describe your preparation for this debate in one word, what word would you use to describe it, and why? After you give us that.
One word, damn. Can I do an either or? Because it's it's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
to
you
either
got
if it was one word, if I had to choose, it'll be a choice between these two words, either tactical or surgical. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? That's my approach to life in general. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm either I'm moving tactical or surgical. You know what I'm saying? With precision. That's or precision. Matter of fact, yeah, that's the one word because tactical and surgical can include precision. That's the one word when I prepare. Precision. I got to be extremely precise.
precise. Okay, that's cool. So you locked in on the target and you focused on hitting that target. You when I hear that, I hear you Batman utility belt joint. In case this one don't work, I got this one. That's what I hear. That's the
Hmm.
preparation I hear when you
Yeah.
describe that. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, that's cool. So let's go into question five, right? Without without accidentally spilling anything, I want numbers, right? Out of if we're going to say 3 rounds, Q&A, whatever, right? What um what do you think the split will be? How do you think what do you think it'll come out to? What do you think the split will come out to?
If I bro, based on the information I have, if I show up like I always do with that type of precision that I have, it's a clean sweep. It's not even up for debate. Clean sweep, man. I ain't
So
no
you saying 3-0?
yes, man.
No,
Yes.
wait. You saying belt to ass?
What? That's what I said in the beginning. That's what I'm
You
saying
said
now. That's what I'm gonna be saying on Sunday. That's what
so
I'm
you
gonna be
putting a
saying during the
so
results show. Yeah.
you putting another grown person on punishment.
Yeah,
Belt
I
to
got a
ass.
job
That's
to
what
do,
we
man.
said.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, man. It's a 3-0 clean sweep, man. Anything other than that, then I ain't bring my A game. So I'm trying to, yeah, I'm trying to clean sweep, bro.
So
For
so
business.
if the sister if you're contested, do you feel like your win is diminished if it's a 2-1? Or if it's
Nah,
so
the win ain't
contentious it
diminished.
comes
I
down to
just said the win ain't diminished. The win gonna be the win. But like I said, I'm
Mhm.
about precision. I'm about truth. So if there's question, you know what I'm saying, about if she won, if I won, if I, yeah, you see what I'm saying? I didn't present all of, she had some form of something that made it look
Mhm.
like, I could be kind of wrong. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say clean sweep, or I don't feel like I did my best. You know what
I'll
I'm
say
saying?
this. I respect that answer. Here's
Mhm.
it gets sticky because perspective is everything in life. And that truth gonna adjust to your perspective. Or your perspective gonna adjust to truth. It's up to us to figure that out. Right? And so the last question I have for you, right? And after this, you
Your
can let the people
perspective
know.
should align with truth. Truth should not, truth don't care about feelings. You see what I'm saying? Truth don't care about feelings. So your perspective should align with truth, not the other way around. You don't try to bend truth to fit your perspective. Your perspective should align with truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's y'all the name of this platform is paradigm shift. You know what I mean? Some people need to go through that for real in order to understand some of the things that's being presented in front of them. So yeah, man. Truth first,
Yeah, for sure.
perspectives last.
For sure, for sure. So the last question, like I said, the last question of the show today. I know we got a few more back to back to back, right? So I'm gonna ask you this. I know, you know, um, I'm gonna hold my opinion and any extra words to myself on this one because I said a word or two before we hit live. But because I know. But I want you to tell the people, shout out to the champ. I see the pan man here. The Panther guys himself. Um, who are you looking forward to contesting the most? Like if you take a step back, if you walk up the ladder of Paradigm Shift TV and you look inside of the pit or the chasm, and in this chasm, all of the contestants are dropped in this chasm. Who would you point and say, nah, give me him?
Everybody that stands on the opposite side of truth, bro. Listen, it ain't about a one individual, bro. I'm
No,
fighting
hold on,
against
hold
an
on, hold on, hold on,
entire
hold on,
ide-
hold on. Himmy,
I'm
bring it back.
fighting.
Walk it back. Walk it back. You gotta let that breathe.
I
Walk
said,
it back.
I
So
said,
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna
anybody,
want you to tell me again. We're gonna let it breathe. What you say?
anybody who stands on the opposite side of truth. That's anybody. I don't care if they name Haru. I don't care if they name Joshua. They name Sid. I don't care if they name Michael Everett. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they name Chris Harris.
Okay.
Any one of these niggas, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I know.
It
Okay.
don't matter. If you stand on the opposite side of truth, you can get sniped. Period.
Okay. So we slide on anybody, anytime, any moment. It don't matter who. Anybody can get
Yes.
it.
Y'all
And
see
you know
how
what?
I'm going? You don't be
That's
right up
what I
particular
like.
stuff.
That's what I like in competition and intellectual competition. That's how I know. That's how the audience
Mm,
should know you're formidable in that idea of continuous improvement, of continuously reading, of expanding what you know, how you know it, connecting the dots and changing and relearning and re-educating yourself on things you were wrong on. So, that's the last question I got, right? So is there any, before I close this thing out, right? We got the brother Michael Everett coming up next. In about 15 minutes, I'm gonna have the brother Michael Everett, and then to wrap up tonight, we're gonna have the sister Quinn, right? But
okay.
if there's anything you want to say to the people before we hit the outro, let us know something, man. Let us know something. You want to close out? Let us
Yeah.
know something.
Nah, man, I got to say the same thing I always been saying. I appreciate everybody who support me. Appreciate everybody who keeps showing up. You know what I'm saying? Liking, sharing, and subscribing. Pulling up to all of the debates, watching the bodies and the heads get stacked. You see what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing that. Keep popping out. Keep showing up. I'm gonna keep getting better. I'm gonna keep strengthening my sword. Keep, you know what I'm saying, making it sharper and sharper as I go on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's truth out there to be discovered, and then there's truth out there to be exposed. So we're gonna keep doing that, man. We're gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna keep debating, and we're gonna keep taking off these niggas' heads.
Word, word. And with that, I want to say peace and love to everybody watching. Keep it easy. We're gonna be back in about 15 minutes. Culture and Himmy out.
Anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Niggas is hypocrites. So, okay, you want to see some macho shit? I'm the most macho nigga out here. I thought you niggas knew. I'm the most thuggish nigga out here. I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine. And I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And these niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this.
Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did it for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my God, on my totem is nothing. In the discussion, go them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty talking about, I'm on that now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. Trash now, I'ma pass out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog getting to my new merch, colored duck sauce on the new couch with my Chuck song. Get the